What if I told you the guy who founded a $200 billion company couldn't even get a job at KFC? I mean, seriously. Today, we're going to dive into this just unbelievable story of failure, perseverance, and one idea that pretty much reshaped how the world does business.
So let's start with a number, 24. Just picture it. It's 1994 and a brand new KFC opens up in China, and 24 people apply for a job there.
Now, out of those 24 people who are hoping to get a job, the company hired 23 of them. Yeah, pretty much everybody who walked through that door got hired. Almost everyone.
Because you guessed it, the one single person they didn't hire was a guy named Jack Ma. That's right, the future billionaire couldn't even land a job serving fried chicken.
And here's the thing. That KFC rejection, that wasn't some fluke. It was kind of the story of his life back then. Long before he was building a global empire, Jack Ma's resume was basically a masterclass in getting told no.
I mean, just try to put yourself in his shoes. You're an English teacher, making just $12 a month. You go out and apply for 30 different jobs, just hoping for a break, and every single one of them rejects you. That was Jack Ma's reality. That's where this whole story really starts.
But then something happened. A trip to the United States back in 1995. It's here that he saw something for the very first time. The internet. And believe it or not, a really simple search for a very common drink would completely change his life forever. So he sits down at a computer, and a friend tells him to just type something in. So he types in the word beer. But what he found, or actually what he didn't find, was the real revelation. The results were, well, they were startling. He found American beer, no problem. German beer, yep, it was there. But when he tried searching for Chinese beer, nothing. It was like on this new global network, products from his entire country just didn't exist.
And look, this was about way more than just beer. In that one moment, he saw it so clearly. His whole country, with billions of people and tons of products, was completely invisible online. It was this massive digital black hole just waiting for someone to fill it.
So he goes back to China, totally fired up, holding this incredible opportunity in his hands. He was ready to build. But you know what he found? Not support. He ran smack into an even bigger wall of rejection.
He pitched his idea to 40 different investors. 40 times he laid out his vision for bringing China to the internet, and 40 times he heard the word no. And the feedback was just brutal. Like this one investor who told him, "Jack, you're a nice guy, but this internet thing will never work in China." Everybody agreed. His idea was a total dead end.
So, how do you keep going after all that? I mean, rejected from jobs, from investors, from basically everyone. For Jack Ma, it all came down to this one core belief he had about pushing through. This right here was his mantra. He truly believed that if you could just survive the absolute worst of it, success was waiting on the other side. The real trick was just not giving up before you saw the sunrise.
And that's exactly what he did. He held on. So in 1999, with zero experts on his side, he got a bunch of his friends together in his tiny apartment and he took that leap of faith. He started a little company he called Alibaba. And since no investors would give him any money, his startup capital was just $60,000. And he had to borrow all of it from those same friends who were sitting there in his apartment. Now think about that. From that borrowed 60 grand, he built a global powerhouse. Today, Alibaba is worth over $200 billion. The journey from that small apartment to this, it's just staggering.
So, okay, the numbers are insane. We get it. But beyond the money, what's the real lesson in Jack Ma's story? What are we supposed to take away from this whole journey from rejection to riches?
Well, the big takeaway is actually pretty simple, and it's probably not what you'd think. When you have a big idea, your job isn't to waste all your time and energy trying to convince the doubters. It's not about trying to convert every single person who says no. The strategy is actually a lot simpler. First, you just have to find that small group of people who actually believe in what you're doing, your day after tomorrow people. And then you just stop talking and you start building. You let your results do all the convincing for you. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? Anyone who's ever done something huge was probably told it was impossible by someone else. So the real question isn't whether you're going to face rejection. You are. The real question is, who are the few people you need to find to help you prove all the others wrong?